Hi, I'm Kent Mayor Dana Ralph, and I want to say thank you for joining me for our recap. Oh my goodness, in the last couple of weeks, it feels like we have packed in so many things. Kicked off the holiday season with all kinds of holiday cheer. So we had our tree lighting at Town Square Plaza, parade, all kinds of events. Want to say thank you to all of our partners in that wonderful event as we kicked off the holiday season. We had Shop with the Cops. So that is a wonderful community event where the community comes together, raises funds to take some amazing kids Christmas shopping. Our officers donate the time, Target opens up early, and we had 48 kids brought to us from Kent Youth and Family Services that got to pair up with a police officer and go Christmas shopping. One of the things that I love so much about that event is we give the kids an opportunity. This year they had $175 to spend on Christmas gifts. While you might think that as a 6 or 8 or even 17-year-old that the idea would be that they would buy things for themselves, but what we find is that most of those kids are buying gifts for their siblings, their friends, or their parents. It's just a really great opportunity to allow them to give gifts and to spend time with our police officers. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that donated to make that event possible, to everybody that donated their time to be there to wrap gifts, to our police officers for taking them shopping. It's one of my favorite things of the year, and this was our 10th annual event, so all around great day. You can stay tuned to our social media channels for a fabulous recap of the event. We've got some surprises coming as we give you a little bit of insight into that Shop with the Cop event. This last week, we also had our annual Game of Life conference. So our Kent Student Board, our Kent Police Student Board, every year puts on what we call the Game of Life conference. And our student board works all year putting together this conference, and it's a series of workshops for middle and high school students so they get the opportunity to talk about the things that are important to them. And this year we had conversations around relationships, social media, substance abuse, all the things that are really impacting our students. They get a chance to hear from great speakers, but most importantly, hear from each other. And then they come back together and work on a project to take back to their schools. So I think it's important for our students to learn those leadership skills and have that space where they can learn from each other. It's always one thing if you've got an adult saying, you should do this, or this is what's important to you, but it just hits different when it's a peer-to-peer type conversation. So I want to say thank you to our Kent Police Student Board for working really hard to put this together, and then all the students that attended over that couple of days. Couple more fun events that I had the opportunity to participate in over the last couple of weeks. It was the opening night of the Tacoma Stars, so our indoor soccer team that plays here at Acesso Showwear Center. I got to do the inaugural first kick. So out on the field, got to kick that soccer ball to the owner of the team. A lot of fun. Good news is it was a fairly short distance and in a straight line, so I was able to do that without embarrassing myself too much. I want to wish the Stars a fabulous season, and if you haven't had a chance, go down to Acesso Showwear and check out a game. It's a lot of fun. Indoor soccer is really fast-paced, and it's a great way to spend an evening right here in Kent. Last week, I also had the opportunity to go and speak to the Seattle King County Realtors. We presented on the state of real estate in Kent. So both our comprehensive plan, which we're in the process of updating, and that has a lot to do with how we're going to grow in the city, the number of housing units that are going to be available, the number of jobs that are going to be available, and our housing market in general. So what kind of housing stock do we have, the price range for those kind of things. We talked about interest rates. We talked about getting into the housing market, really working to make sure that we have housing stock available for every income level. It's tough right now, but we're making sure that we're doing that work because we want to make sure that Kent is affordable for everyone. Last recap, we had a great neighborhood council grant workshop. So if you are not already a part of our neighborhood council program, our neighborhood councils are a way for our neighborhoods to connect with the city. Great opportunities for grants, whether it be for locking mailboxes or beautification projects, newsletters, all those kinds of things. And so we had a workshop to learn about that program, but it's not too late. Applications are still available, and you can reach out to Tracy Taylor at ttaylor@kentwa.gov for more information on that program. or becoming a neighborhood council. So that's a lot. We've been really busy here, but now let's look forward a little bit. Registration is open for all of our amazing winter programming. We've got all kinds of things happening at the Kent Commons and at our senior center. You can register online, over the phone, or by mail, fax machine, or in person. Check out all of the great programming that's coming. We've got a couple of end of the year reminders. Our city offices are going to be closed for Christmas on Monday, December 25th, as well as on New Year's Day. Last thing I want to say is we had our last council meeting this week, and we were able to recognize our very own council member, Les Thomas. It was his last meeting. He has served on our city council for 20 years. Councilmember Thomas is a staple in this community. He grew up here, owned a small business in Kent, served in the legislature on the King County Council, and again, most recently, for 20 years on the Kent City Council. I've known Les most of my life. He and my dad went to high school together, so I feel like we've been friends for a very long time. It was so nice to be able to honor him at the council meeting. His colleagues were able to tell stories. His family was there. Just want to say thank you to Les for his mentorship and guidance to all of us over his career, for his commitment to the city of Kent, for the love that he has shown for this city. Wish him nothing but the best in his retirement. Hope that he and Pauline get to do some traveling, spend some time with all of his amazing grandchildren, his family, and just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of his service. So we will see you next time.